gorgeous. He's beautiful. He's young. And he also carries a set of translucent wings and blue satin pajamas. Nobody can ever forget him as the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, geez. I thought that was the movie you were going for, but, oh, God, that's hilarious. Yes, but it's interesting to know that The Rock is doing his part, and can you smell what The Rock's cooking type of scenario.
Yeah.
Moving on, I thought this was very interesting to read, too. Universal Orlando is now laying off undisclosed number of workers. Now, this is just after 2 months of reopening, and they just announced, what was it, a week or two ago, saying that if you buy X amount into the thing, you get the rest of 2020 for free.
Who cares? Help me here. Who cares? I see no benefit to this.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to go into Orlando for the rides?
Well, there'd be no waiting. I mean, as far as that goes. But if they're laying off an undisclosed number of employees, who's going to be there to serve food? Who's there to, get you a drink? Who's there to sell the crap they sell in the tourist shops?
I think it's going to be a very, very skeleton crew. That's about it.
Yeah. Now, that having been said, let me ask you, with the disasters that have hit amusement parks over the last 10 years, including Busch Gardens, Orlando, what's going to happen when somebody gets hurt and there's nobody there that can get to them fast enough to take care that they don't lose their life?
Yeah, that's true. That is a big thing.
Now, that is a Kiss My Keister moment.
Well, that's good. So moving on, I thought this was very interesting as well, is everyone loves the TikTok. And if you don't know what TikTok is, then you're kind of out of the social media.
I know what a Tic Tac is.
Yeah, that's for your breath, but TikTok is a video, and they're like little skits that people can do. And since this whole pandemic has hit, people have done TikTok videos, and I've seen them all over the place. Well, recently, China, since it's a China-based company and all these things are going against it, and I think Microsoft is making a bid play for it and all this other stuff, Facebook has now announced today that they're going to create their own version of TikTok called Reels for Instagram.
Okay. Now, just for those of us that are on the more ignorant side, please explain what TikTok is.
So TikTok it's actually spelled TikTok, TikTok. So basically it is a app that's on your phone or smart device, and you actually just film yourself like doing like certain skits. They have like...
But don't people do that anyway?
No.
Do you need a TikTok in order to do that? Come on, give me a break here.
No, this is even more, because TikToks are basically... Now, I used it like years ago, like when it first came out, but I haven't used it since then, but it's become now even more popular since the pandemic. But you can actually take segments from a movie or from a musical or from a music video, and you can actually play that, and you actually lip sync to it, and people actually like pretend they're like the 15-second star, like pretending they're singing a musical going...
Don't they call that karaoke?
Yeah, you could do a karaoke,
okay.
But this is more social because now it goes on social media for everyone to judge.
What can be more social than doing karaoke in a bar with 50-cent beers? Come on, give me a break.
Because if you can't...
I'm not buying into this.
Because if you can't get 100 likes, then it's not worth the time of going to the bar to get like 50-cent drinks.
I'm sorry, I just can't abide by that. TikTok, you got to go.
Is that another KMK moment?
That is a KMK moment.
I'm going to get a TikTok moment with us one day. But anyway, I thought this was very interesting too, is this weekend, the SpaceX actually landed in the water, and the pilots came out unscathed, and they were happy. But now SpaceX Mars test rockets makes first flight and landing an upright to see about landing it on Mars. So does this mean that this is the first wave of people to get out of, the country to make sure they're away from the pandemic to get to Mars?
Well, I'm curious to see what happens once they get to Mars. The trip isn't the issue. Anybody could go if you have enough money. But the question is, once you get there, What are your prospects? Who are your clients?
Didn't you see the movie The Martian?
I did, and he was alone a lot.
Yeah, but he made potatoes. Didn't
Well,
he?
yeah, off of everybody else's crap, which is pretty much what we do today.
Well, I'm just saying.
And it took him 3 hours to prove it.
Yeah, and basically he could, you could be a farmer. You could be a Martian farmer.
Wow.
There. And then you could start growing and you could start building like little farm countries, and it goes suburbia, then it goes to cities. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you. I see. I've been given a new visual now. Now I'm looking at
Matt Damon.
Not little fruit stands all along Mars's pathways.
And each one will have a TikTok video
and
to it.
Each one will have a TikTok video. Absolutely. Come buy your pumpkins. Come buy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. The Mars thing is nothing more than a big-ass Sim City.
Yeah, but I love it because it reminds me
I want to see the little trees with the flowers pop up. I want to see those high-rises come up.
Oh, no, I'm going Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he almost lost his eyeballs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there could be a big ice glacier.
Is that the best you could do?
Hey, anyway, so moving on. I thought this was really good because we talk about Big Brother watching us and all this other stuff. But did you know that in Berlin, British scientists say they found more emperor penguin colonies in Antarctica because of bird droppings they spotted from space?
Okay, they also said you could see the Great Wall, and that's a fallacy as well. So, now, who are you going to believe?
I don't know, but the picture they showed there looked as Antarctica, and they zoomed in, and you could see like little dark spots. Now, could it be poo? I don't know. I'm not a poo expert of whatever, but I just had to laugh. I'm like, so wait, they found a new colony because they found poo?
Well, is that their way of proving there's life at Antarctica? Is that how they got to Mars? They found the amoeba poop?
They could have.
I'm sorry. I just have a hard time with that one. Okay, penguin poop. Yeah, there's a marvel.
Yeah, but I loved it. It was great because I knew you'd get a good laugh out of it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you stop to think about it for a minute. It's like, okay, now we have a new icon, a penguin sitting on a pile of poop. That'll be the next meme that comes out.
Yeah, this is true. So we were talking about cars and all this other stuff, but an ex-Google executive was sent to prison for stealing robo-car secrets. So we all know about like the Google cars that were supposed to be self-driving and they were supposed to do their Uber thing. So according to this article, this executive was selling the secrets to Uber. So were we going to take out more employees of Uber?
Somehow, I just don't see that happening. They may be stealing trade secrets and going to Uber with them, but do they not realize that 90% of Uber is built on people who need extra money? They're not driving expensive cars. It's the little Honda Civic that had an extra back seat. I'm sorry. I can't see this happening. Uber is not a money-making operation for anybody but the owners. Those poor people that have to drive those cars have to use their own vehicles.
Yes, and here's some information that I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but it's what I've heard.
And they can't afford robocars.
Exactly, but I heard one, and I actually saw articles about this one, where people had stickers that pretended to be Uber or Lyft or something. And they were not, and they picked up people and they did certain things, which was bad. But then the other hand was people that have Uber or Lyft or whatever do not carry X amount of insurance on your car. So if you were to get into an accident with them,
you're basically up Poop Creek.
Yeah, you are.
So the company that I worked for required I drive my own vehicle and required a $300,000 comprehensive package. Now, if a regular company, they hire over 11,000 people across the country. But if they can do that and force us to do that in order to keep our jobs, how are the Uber drivers going to make it? Because they got to pay their own insurance. They have to pay for their own car. They pay for their own gas.
The miles.
They all do it on their own. So you can't tell me that by joining this corporation, you're giving them any trade secrets. They could probably give you a few.
Exactly. So I just thought that was kind of interesting how, Uber is all about people and now this robotic car be coming in. But I wanted to finish this off, this whole Kiss My Keister moment, with a Kansas 2-year-old girl finally gets to hear for the first time with cochlear ear implants, which I thought was very, very special because she had a special genetic disorder that did not allow her to hear.
There is always something to be said for being able to hear your mother's I love you for the first time ever. There is something to be said for the look in a child's eye when it looks up and it recognizes you and says or gives you notification that it understands. The child hears you. And it's an amazing and wonderfully warm feeling for a mother or father. Having been a parent, I understand what that's like. So I appreciate that poor child and what she had to go through, but I can only imagine her elation and delight as she heard her mother for the first time.
That, and she also got to go to a trip with her older brother into a whole new world, which was a whole new experience. But
that's awesome. We always like to leave our show with something really great and warm and fuzzy that you can relate to. We hope you'll tune in next time when we have a special guest coming in. And I think you'll enjoy our guest. We're going to have some fun with her when she gets here. We will be introducing you to Jeannie Cochran, who is the past commissioner for the film festival in Sarasota, Florida. And she has some new things on her plate since COVID has come to take over. So we hope you'll join us next time. Joe, don't be late.
I
Be
will.
here.
I will.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Yo, yeah, y'all know what time it is.